Today, we're exploring one of the most cherished metaphors in Christianity, Jesus as the Good Shepherd. This concept holds a powerful significance in Christian faith, illustrating deep themes of love, guidance, and protection. But why did Jesus choose this role specifically? What does it mean to call him the Good Shepherd? The Bible is filled with metaphors and imagery to help us understand God's relationship with humanity, and the Good Shepherd stands out as one of the most intimate. In the Gospel of John, chapter 10, verses 11 to 18, Jesus proclaims, "I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." These words are much more than poetic language. They reveal the very heart of who Jesus is and what he offers to his followers. So, let's embark on this journey to uncover the rich meaning behind this metaphor and its lasting impact on the lives of believers. To fully appreciate this metaphor, we need to understand the role of shepherds in biblical times. In ancient Israel, shepherds were essential members of society. Their days and nights were spent tending to their flocks, guiding them to food and water, protecting them from predators, and keeping them from wandering off. Shepherds had a profound responsibility and dedication to their sheep, often risking their lives to ensure their safety. But what made a shepherd's role so unique? Sheep, unlike many animals, are almost completely dependent on their shepherd for survival. They are not only vulnerable to predators, but also prone to getting lost. A shepherd's job wasn't just about overseeing the flock from a distance. It required intimate, constant care. A shepherd knew each sheep individually, often by name, recognizing their behaviors, tendencies, and needs. This bond between the shepherd and the sheep paints a vivid picture of the kind of relationship Jesus offers to his followers. By calling himself the Good Shepherd, Jesus is saying that he isn't a distant leader. Instead, he is deeply involved in the lives of his followers, guiding, protecting, and nurturing each one personally. For his listeners, many of whom were familiar with shepherding, this would have been a powerful, comforting image of care and guidance. The Bible includes numerous references to shepherds and flocks, illustrating God's care and protection for his people. In John 10:11-18, Jesus declares, "I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep." This declaration distinguishes him from a hired hand, someone who cares only out of obligation. Unlike a hired hand who might abandon the flock in times of danger, Jesus assures his followers of his unwavering commitment. He will stand by his flock, even at the cost of his own life. Psalm 23 is another beloved passage that describes God as a shepherd. David, who was himself a shepherd, writes, "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." This psalm reflects God's provision and guidance, leading his people to still waters, restoring their souls, and walking with them through the valley of the shadow of death. It's a powerful expression of divine presence, suggesting that, like a shepherd, God provides everything his people need and offers peace, even in life's most difficult moments. Isaiah 40:11 further illustrates this image, saying, "He tends his flock like a shepherd. He gathers the lambs in his arms and carries them close to his heart." This verse emphasizes the tenderness of the shepherd's care, portraying God as one who not only protects, but holds his people close. Each of these passages reinforces the image of God's loving, protective role in the lives of his people, making Jesus' proclamation as the Good Shepherd a fulfillment of these ancient promises. Now, let's dive into the theological implications of Jesus as the Good Shepherd. This metaphor is packed with meaning, especially concerning Jesus' sacrificial nature. When Jesus says, "The Good Shepherd lays down his life for the sheep," he is foreshadowing his ultimate act of love on the cross. This isn't just a figurative expression, it's a statement of his willingness to sacrifice everything for the safety and salvation of his followers. In the Good Shepherd, we see a leader who doesn't abandon his flock when challenges arise. Instead, he steps in, defends, and protects, even at great personal cost. This sacrificial nature shows that Jesus' love isn't passive, it's active, engaging, and self-giving. But Jesus' role as the Good Shepherd isn't only about sacrifice, it's also about relationship. He says, "I know my sheep, and my sheep know me." This points to an intimate, personal connection between Jesus and each believer. He knows us by name, understanding our struggles, our fears, and our desires. It's not a distant, impersonal relationship, but one that mirrors the shepherd's familiarity with each sheep. Moreover, Jesus offers his followers the promise of eternal life. In this promise, we find profound hope and assurance. Those who belong to him are secure, held in the safety of his care. His followers can rest, knowing that no one can snatch them out of his hand. To further understand this metaphor, let's turn to personal stories from individuals who've experienced Jesus' guidance and care in their lives. Many believers share accounts of feeling lost, anxious, or uncertain, only to feel a sense of calm and direction during prayer or reflection. Some describe moments when they felt guided through difficult situations, as if a loving presence were leading them forward. Others speak of times when they experienced God's provision in unexpected ways, such as finding support during financial hardships, comfort in grief, or renewed strength in times of illness. These stories aren't rare. They're woven into the lives of countless believers who feel that, like a shepherd, Jesus is actively guiding them, protecting them, and providing for them. Perhaps you too have experienced this guidance. Think about the moments in your life when you felt a gentle nudge, a quiet peace, or an overwhelming sense of comfort. These moments make the image of the Good Shepherd real and relatable, transforming Jesus from a distant figure into a close companion who walks with us through every trial. The Good Shepherd metaphor isn't just relevant in ancient times, it has profound meaning today. For many, Jesus as the Good Shepherd is a model for how we should care for others. Churches often adopt this shepherding role, providing pastoral care, guidance, and support to their communities. Within church settings, pastors and leaders strive to embody this shepherding spirit, offering help, comfort, and guidance to those in need. In broader society, we see this metaphor extend to leadership roles. The idea of a shepherd leader, a person who guides with compassion, prioritizing the well-being of their flock, has become a model for many organizations and movements. In a world that often values success over compassion, the Good Shepherd reminds us of the importance of caring leadership and building communities where people feel known, valued, and protected. Of course, understanding Jesus as the Good Shepherd comes with its own set of challenges and misunderstandings. Some might struggle with the idea of dependency, especially in a world that prizes independence. It can be difficult for some to embrace the notion of being sheep in need of guidance, especially if they face doubts or hardships that made them question their faith. Others might interpret this metaphor as implying a life free of hardship, only to feel disappointed when they face struggles or suffering. But Jesus never promised that his followers would avoid trials. Instead, he promised to be with them, to protect them, and to guide them through every difficulty. Being part of his flock doesn't shield us from life's realities, but it does offer a promise of presence and protection amid those challenges. The Good Shepherd is about being watched over, guided, and deeply loved, even when life feels overwhelming. It's a reminder that, despite doubts or struggles, Jesus' commitment to his flock is unwavering. We reach the end of this exploration. Let's pause to reflect on what it means to embrace Jesus as the Good Shepherd. This metaphor is more than just imagery. It's an invitation to understand our relationship with him in a deeper, more intimate way. The Good Shepherd offers not only guidance, but a relationship of love, sacrifice, and commitment. In the complexities of our lives, we may often feel lost or disconnected. But the Good Shepherd calls us by name, walks beside us, and promises that we are never alone. He offers us security and a place of belonging, comforting us in difficult times and celebrating with us in moments of joy. So, as we reflect on this beautiful image, let it serve as a reminder to find peace and purpose in knowing we have a shepherd who cares deeply, who never abandons us, and who offers us a love that's greater than we can imagine. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of Jesus as the Good Shepherd. May you find hope, comfort, and courage in his guiding presence every step of the way.